What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the poker vlog. Now, I know it's been quite a while, so we're just gonna act like we didn't go like a month without posting. I think I definitely spent some time with the family during holiday seasons and everything. Sal had some personal stuff going on. Everybody does. So yeah, we were definitely slacking. We're back now. Let's pretend like we didn't go a month without posting. We're gonna roll with it. Unfortunately though, Sal is unavailable for this session right here. So we're gonna be bringing you the first Matt solo vlog. Oh, it's gonna be a train wreck. But yeah, I'm not gonna leave y'all waiting. Let's jump right, actually, no, we're not gonna jump onto the belt. Sal currently is MIA. I can neither confirm nor deny what's going on right now. But yeah, leave your conspiracy theories in the comment section. Tell me where, you know, hashtag where's Sal, let's get it trending. Best conspiracy theory gets a shout out in the next video. But yeah, we'll catch you on the felt. What's going on, guys? I don't think I got enough hands yesterday, so we're back at it at the Texas Card House. Sal may join me later, I'm not 100% sure, but hopefully we run it up and I can get you some exciting hands. Maybe get a big one through. Yeah, you know what? Big bluff through for the vlog. Calling it right now, probably not. So in our first hand, we're gonna see an open from the cutoff to $20. Small blind's gonna call, and we're gonna defend with Jack-8 off in the big blind. Yeah, that's a little too loose, but oh well, here we are. 3 ways to a flop, $60. Flop is 10-7-7 with 2 clubs. Small blind checks, I check. Cutoff bets $60. After some deliberation, the small blind finally decides to make a call. And so obviously we flop nothing, so we fold. Just kidding, we didn't come here to fold. But calling, obviously we can't call, we have nothing. I actually decided to put in the check raise here to $210. I think I'm gonna have the most sevens out of all the players involved in this hand. And when the cutoff bet's 60, I've played with this guy a little bit. It felt like he was just trying to maximize his fold equity and not really trying to eke out value. So I really just thought I had to get through the small blind, because when he tanks there, he can be contemplating putting in a raise. It doesn't necessarily mean he's weak. But luckily, we're gonna get it through very quickly, and we don't even have to sweat it. So there we go, scoop in the first pot. So in this hand, we're actually going to be playing a double board bomb pot of the Omaha High variety. We're actually gonna get a pretty premium holding here. We're gonna look down at King Jack 10-10 with a suited king, and the top board is going to read Ace Queen 4 Rainbow, and the bottom board is going to read 10-9-4 Rainbow. Yeah, bottom board obviously pretty nice, but being as we didn't have a lot of equity on the top board, I didn't mind just check calling here. So I decided to check, but weirdly it checks all the way through. Was not expecting that, especially in a DBBP Omaha hand. And both turns are going to be pretty good. We're going to see the 3 of spades on the top board, giving us a flush draw to go along with our gutter. And the turn on the bottom board is going to be the Ace of Hearts, which gives us a gutter to go along with our set. And I think we still just have the absolute nuts on the bottom board, because I think a set of aces obviously would have bet flop. And now that there's an ace on the bottom board as well, it's extremely hard for them to have pocket aces here. So when it goes bet of 75 and a call in front of me, I don't mind just going ahead and starting to try to commit myself here. I can gain value from a lot of worse hands, and basically hopefully get to free roll the top board here. So I go ahead and make the raise 400, and we're gonna get a couple folds and take down a pretty sizable pot uncontested. And you know what? I have absolutely no clue what I'm doing in these DBBPs, and I'm just happy to take it down. Probably played that all sorts of wrong, but oh well. In this hand, it's going to fold to us in under the gun +2 position. We're going to open at $25 with 7-6 of spades. It's going to fold all the way around to the small blind, who decides that is not enough money. We're going to be playing for more. He puts in the raise to $75. Big blind gets out of the way, and I think y'all know me well enough by now. We're probably not going to go anywhere, and I don't see any merit to 4-betting this hand, especially when a tight player 3-bets me from the small blind. Let's just try to flop massive here, guys, and gals, of course. We're going to go heads up to a flop of ace 4-3 with 2 spades. Flopping pretty massive, if I do say so myself, but unfortunately, the small blind continues betting $125, and I consider raising, but I don't know what merit raising has here. I'm not going to be able to rep any of the super strong hands that he can have. He's definitely got a big range advantage here. I mean, sometimes I can be trapping with some stronger hands, but I mean, pre-flop that is. There's just such a low frequency that he's just... I don't think this bluff gets through enough, and I mean, the only value hands I have to rep here are ace queen, pocket 4s, and pocket 3s. So I actually decide to just make the call here, and so we're going to be going heads up to a turn, which isn't very nice. It's an offsuit king, and to make matters even better, our opponent is just going to rip it. So not getting a great price, and especially since a lot of our outs are probably going to be dirty. I think y'all are going to have to call me a nit here. Probably just going to have to call me a nit, but I mean, he ripped it for roughly $600, and I don't think I'm getting the right odds here, but you know, straight and flush draws, kind of strong. Either way, I end up sending it into the muck. Y'all can feel free to call me a nit. I probably am. And on to the next hand. In this hand, we're going to see a fairly active player open to $20 under the gun. Now, this player had been playing a few too many hands. His VPIP was roughly 137% at this point in the game. So he could be opening weak, is what I'm implying. We're going to see a couple calls in between, and I actually decide to use king queen here as bluff, blocking some of the stronger hands. And against this player, I'm probably just going to be ahead a fairly large amount of the time. So I decide to make it $130, and we actually get a cold call from the big blind, which I did not want to see. And under the gun decides to make the call. The other players fold. And I understand in the graphics I forgot to add the dead money into the pot size, so it's a little bigger than what it shows. But either way, we're going to go to a flop of ace jack 7 with 2 diamonds. Checks to me, and I decide, you know what, let's not compound this hand. We only have a gutter and a backdoor flush draw. Time to check back, take a free card, maybe pick it up somewhere else. Except that's not what I do. I go ahead and bet $200 because I'm not very good, and we're gonna get both callers to call yet again. So I've been in better spots. I'm sure y'all have too. The turn is the queen of spades. So when they check it to me this time, I'm more than happy to check back. Kind of content to either bink this river or lose the hand. The river is the 5 of spades, so obviously we do not improve. They check it to me once more. I'm more than happy to knuckle back and concede the pot. Except that's not what happens. Somehow we're actually going to chop this pot with another king queen. And gotta be honest, run good. I could not be happier to chop this pot up. Yeah, run good. In this hand, we're going to look down at ace-6 of spades, under the gun +1, and we're going to open at $20. Under the gun +2 decides that is not enough money. It's time to put in a raise, and he makes it $60. Folds all the way back around to me. Calling is bad, folding is good, but the most fun option is raising. I decided to use this hand similarly to ace-5 suited. Now, obviously, if I'm 4-betting this, I'm 4-betting way too wide, and this is just an outright mistake. But this player was fairly active, 3-betting a lot, so I was trying to make some adjustments, and I had already decided to 4-bet a little wider than I normally would. Honestly, bad, just bad. I think I was much too active in this session overall, but if I'm going to continue, I do think the 4-bet in this spot's probably the most profitable. So either way, that's what we do. We go ahead and make it $150. Sorry, $175. We make it $175. My opponent tanks for a little while, decides to make the call. Flop is 8-8-7 with 2 clubs. We decide to c-bet, like we're probably gonna do 100% of the time here, but always as a down bet. So we bet 125. Our opponent decides to make the call, and when the turn is the queen of clubs, I think that's actually a much better card for me than it is for him. It's bad, it's scary to all of his pairs. Also, I think we're gonna have, well, no, I guess he can have more flushes here, but I think I'm gonna have a majority of the stronger flushes. And on top of that, when I down bet on the flop, opponents are going to continue a lot weaker. So on this turn, I decided to keep my foot on the gas, and we bet $300. Our opponent tanks for a while and finally decides to make the call. And when the river is another club, we actually, I think we're just gonna have so many. I think that just gives us such a massive range advantage. I think I could be wrong about that, but I think we're gonna have most of the. Even when we're bluffing turns, a lot of the turn bluffs we have contain the ace of clubs, and we can always just have ace king of clubs, we can have king jack of clubs, some hands. We're gonna have queens full, we're gonna have, I think when we unload the clip here, well, obviously it's extremely polarizing, but this is what makes poker great. It's putting marginal hands in tough spots, and I can't help but feel that's what he's got. So it's time to unload the clip, put on maximum pressure, and we rip it, putting our opponent all in for $575 total. He tanks for quite some time. We're sitting there on his immediate right, sweating it out, praying for a fold. Maybe get a big one through. Yeah. You know what? Big bluff through for the vlog, calling it right now. And sometimes in poker, you're just gonna get absolutely owned. Our opponent makes the call, and to make us feel even better about the bluff attempt, he shows us 7-5 off with a 5 of clubs. Our opponent rivered himself a flush and just owns us. Probably. So luckily we were able to escape with what you saw there. Not quite even, just down $75 that session. I won kind of a big pot afterwards, but I'm only human. We got caught in that bluff, and funny enough, I didn't feel like recording after that, so, but yeah, 1 solo vlog, 1 loss. We're 0 for 1 right now. Hopefully in the future, we can keep it going. But yeah, no, thanks for tuning in. Sal and I are definitely going to be uploading some content more regularly in the future. We're back on the grind. We're gonna be back at it if we can ever find him. But see y'all in the next video.